Yeah, business leaders dropping out.
Yeah.
We have this Japanese investment bank, which has a lot of money in the Silicon Valley, a lot of Saudi money in the Silicon Valley. It's lost, what, more than 7% on the Tokyo Exchange this Monday. There's a real fear of a backlash.
Well, there is a backlash, not just a fear of a backlash. I mean, look, you have the biggest MBS, right? The Crown Prince has basically, spent a good part of the last year and a half wowing and wooing the tech giants and big industry in the U.S. Silicon Valley, titans, so to speak. The tech industry, to a large extent, has been, attached at the hip to Saudi Arabian money and investment. Some of the biggest firms around, including Uber. But not just that. Beyond that, you have a lot of executives in both the banking sectors. You've had even, the auto industry. We saw Ford Motor Company's executive pulling out of this conference. At this point, there are still people who say they're going to go as of this hour. You still have the U.S. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin officially on record saying that he hasn't changed his plans yet. We also have Christine Lagarde, the IMF chief, of course. She is not, as of now, at least backing down or canceling her plans. But you do have a sense right now, if it's not panic, you do have a sense that Saudi Arabia has taken a financial hit. Its stock market has swooned. It's lost, 8 to 9% of its gains in 2018. You could say that it's still up from where it was a year ago, but it's really had tens of billions of dollars wiped out, that it's racked up this year. And a lot of that, it has racked up those gains on this image of Mohammed bin Salman as being a very dynamic, can-do, young, energetic reformer with a modernizing agenda.
Over the weekend, we saw this very strongly worded official statement out of Riyadh: "You punish us, we'll punish you back."
And they can. That's not just empty words and empty threats there, because look at them. First of all, they remain the world's largest oil exporter, number one. They have over 260 billion barrels, they think, still underground to extract. We also know that they are the world's second largest exporter, buyer of arms. After India, I think, which makes them very valuable on both the oil front, on both the arms sales front. Also, let's not forget that as far as the U.S. is concerned, and we know that, we keep talking about Trump's close relationship and the close relationship of Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, to the Saudi Crown Prince, they have also hinged a lot of their relationship on investment from the Saudis in one of Trump's signature projects, which is the infrastructure investments. We don't talk about it that often, but tens of billions of Saudi dollars are pledged to Trump's infrastructure promises to improve the infrastructure in the U.S. So there's a lot of stuff beyond just the foreign policy. We know that. We know that a lot of that triumvirate, the Israel, Saudi Arabia, U.S. triumvirate right now, has defined a lot of the Trump administration's foreign policy, especially the all against Iran tangent of that foreign policy. That's been a very big component. So right now, that is going to weigh in, I would say, in a very big way as this plays out, because you mentioned the rogue elements comment by Trump. In a sense, you get the sense that Trump, it's in his interest to keep the Saudi relationship somehow from going under and to make sure the Saudis are on board, and also to help them perhaps to save face.